99% of supplements are a waste of money. So the question is, which supplements actually work?
Supplementation wasn't developed to be an online internet scam, okay? Supplements are the real deal because they were once originally designed to help the body top up with what it actually needs.
Meet Dr. William Li, a world-renowned physician, scientist, and best-selling author of Eat to Beat Disease and Eat to Beat Your Diet. His research explores how specific nutrients and supplements can support cellular health, improve energy production, promote healthy aging, and help the body regenerate from within.
I always tell people, if you have a choice of getting it from the whole food will tend to have a lot of other stuff that's good for you. If you eat whole plant-based foods, for example, you get the fiber, you get the polyphenols, you get a lot of other chemical substances, you get the natural peptides that are found in foods. That if you got a pure supplement, you might get the one molecule or two molecules that it's been created for, like a vitamin C supplement. If you want to top off your vitamin C, it's pure vitamin C. You're going to get a lot of it if you take a vitamin. But if you had citrus, you're going to get all that flavor. You're going to get a different kind of flavor. You get some. You do get sugar. You get fiber. You get the limonene and all these other hesperidin, all these other bioactives that you can't get from a regular supplement alone.
Walk into any store or browse online, and you'll find hundreds of supplements claiming to be the secret to better health. The truth is, many of them make big promises, but don't have the science to back them up. That's why, in this video, we're skipping the marketing hype and focusing on what the research actually shows.
Supplements can be really important, particularly for people who have difficulty getting a lot of some nutrients or their food. So, for example,
Number 1. Probiotics.
I take some probiotics, but I am very conscious of the fact that, there's some probiotics that are not just good for your lower gut, the cecum I told you about, but even your mouth. So there's a bacteria called Lactobacillus reuteri. Same bacteria, by the way, in sourdough bread. Used to make sourdough bread. Also found in Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, the original stuff they use in Italy. They use that to actually start the cheese. Turns out that bacteria in your mouth, so I get it chewable, actually kills the bacteria in your oral mouth microbiome that causes cavities. Clinical trials have been done to show that you can actually lower the rate of cavities and better gum health by having Lactobacillus reuteri. So that's one of the probiotics, for example, that I take. Those are 3 of the supplements that I take. I don't like a big pile of pills in front of me.
Probiotics can be a great way to restore the healthy balance of bacteria in your gut, especially after taking antibiotics or during times of stress. Some of the most well-researched strains, including Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, have been shown to support healthy digestion and help strengthen your immune system. That said, not all probiotics provide the same benefits. Different strains do different jobs, so choosing the right one matters. For example, if you have irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, probiotics containing Lactobacillus plantarum or Bifidobacterium infantis may help reduce bloating, ease abdominal discomfort, and improve overall digestive health. Number 2. Omega-3 fatty acid.
I take omega-3 supplements. The omega-3s, I actually enjoy seafood, but for me, getting omega-3 supplements helps me top off on that and without having the mercury and heavy metals from seafood. I think omega-3 fatty acids are a great supplement if you get a high-quality omega-3. Not everybody eats oily fish, day in, 2 to 3 times a week. You only need to eat the amount in each serving with the size of a deck of playing cards. So you don't need to eat very much. But, that's not something most people do. People who live on the coastline, they might be doing it, but many people don't. So omega-3s are so important to our health. I mean, this has been shown time and time and again. That's a supplement that's definitely worth taking, and it's a lot easier to swallow omega-3s than it is actually to go to your fishmonger and then to look at what the catch of the day is. That's an example.
Now, let's talk about omega-3 fatty acids, healthy fats that your body needs but can't produce on its own. You can get them from foods like fatty fish or through supplements such as fish oil, flaxseed oil, and algae oil. Omega-3 play an important role in keeping your brain healthy, supporting your heart, and helping reduce inflammation throughout the body. There are 3 main types of omega-3: ALA, EPA, and DHA. Among these, EPA and DHA are the most beneficial for heart health. Research shows they can help lower triglyceride levels, support healthy blood pressure, and improve the flexibility of your blood vessels. They're also essential for brain function, and some studies suggest they may help slow age-related cognitive decline and support long-term brain health. Number 3, vitamin D3.
Another example of a supplement I think is really worth taking is probably vitamin D3. Okay. Vitamin D, for those of us who live in the northern hemisphere where we don't have as much sun all the time, all year round, and where it's cold, so we're indoors a lot and not always outdoors under the sunshine. So I'm not talking Costa del Sol. I'm not talking about South Africa, or Australia. I'm talking about, England, Northern Europe, North America, and sort of the northeastern side. Okay. We don't get as much sunlight. And even if we do go outside, because it's cold, we wear a lot of clothes. And so our skin tends to be covered up. And so vitamin D is made by our skin when sunlight actually hits it. And so we tend to be vitamin D deficient. So here's an example of where you can eat foods like mushrooms that can have vitamin D, for example.
Now, let's explore the 2 main forms of vitamin D, D2 and D3, and why they're important for your health. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that are essential for building and maintaining strong, healthy bones. When you get enough vitamin D along with calcium, it can also help reduce the risk of osteoporosis as you age. Vitamin D2, also known as ergocalciferol, comes from plant-based sources such as mushrooms, fungi, and yeast. It's produced when these foods are exposed to ultraviolet or UV light. That's why you'll often find vitamin D2 added to fortified foods like plant-based milk, breakfast cereals, and even some brands of orange juice.
I just told you that human skin with ultraviolet radiation from the sun will make more vitamin D. But did you know that if you took just a plain old lowly white button mushroom that contains some vitamin D, if you were to, before you eat it, when you buy it, if you slice it pretty thinly, and you lay the slices out and you put it in your windowsill so the sun shines on the slice, it will make more vitamin D.
Wow.
You actually convert more vitamin D into the mushroom. So if you're going to prepare something with mushrooms, slice them ahead of time, stick them in front of a sunny window, no matter what time of the year it is, maybe a couple hours before you cook with it, and the mushrooms will actually give you more vitamin D. But it's a lot easier to get your regular dose of daily vitamin D by actually just having D3 supplements. And so that's an example.
Remember, supplements support your health, but they don't replace real food. Dr. Lee always says, food is medicine, and supplements can help fill the gaps. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Always consult your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet or taking probiotic supplements. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more science-backed health videos. See you in the next one.